Hi friends, this is Abhishek Kumar from Mega Vidya, and today we are going to discuss the condition of equilibrium of rigid bodies and problem based on the condition of equilibrium. In particle dynamics, we have already studied that a body will be in equilibrium if the net force acting on it is zero. But since we are discussing rotational dynamics, or we can say we are studying about rigid body, so the equilibrium will vary somewhat. As we can see, a rigid body may undergo translational as well as rotational motion. Thus, for the equilibrium of rigid body, the translational as well as rotational motion should be at equilibrium. The basic condition for equilibrium is summarized. Firstly, the translational part. For the translational part, the net forces acting on the body should be zero. So we can say summation of F, that is the net forces acting, is equal to 0. For the rotational part, we can say that the net torque acting on the body along the axis of rotation, or we can say the center of rotation, should be 0. Thus, summation of tau will be equal to 0. Now let us discuss some illustrations related on the condition for equilibrium of rigid bodies. Actually, in the above figure, a sphere having weight W and radius R is resting on a block of height h. We are applying a force F at an angle theta, say, from the center. We have to calculate the minimum magnitude of force which is required such that the sphere just loses contact with the ground. Basically, this is a problem based on the concept of limiting equilibrium. From the figure, it is clear that the forces acting on this sphere are the normal force from the ground, the normal force from the axis of rotation, the external force, and the weight. These are the basic forces acting on this sphere. But we will not consider the force due to the normal from the ground as well as the force from the center of rotation, since the torque due to both the force will be 0. Since the block is going to leave the ground, so the normal force will be 0, thus the torque over here will be 0, and since force is parallel to the length, so the torque across the center of oscillation will be 0. Thus we can only calculate the torque due to the external force and that due to weight. As clear from figure, the torque due to force is tending to rotate the body in clockwise sense, whereas the torque due to weight is opposing the torque and tending to rotate the body to the anti-clockwise fashion. Thus, the body will just leave contact from the ground if and only if the torque due to this external force F is either greater than or equal to the torque due to weight. So the limiting condition is, for losing contact from the ground, torque due to force should be equal to torque due to weight. This is the limiting condition. Now let's calculate one by one the torque due to force and the torque due to weight. We can easily see from the figure that if the angle is theta, the normal should be along this given line. So the length of normal will be r sine theta. Thus torque due to force can be written as the product of this external force and the length of normal, that comes out to be r sine theta. Again from the figure, it is clear that the perpendicular to this length will be this length, this given length. We can show it from this baby line, and while calculating it, we can see the perpendicular to the weight will be square root of the difference of square of radius and r minus h, which will come out to be equal to, this is the length of the perpendicular, and at the same time the torque due to weight will be equal to the product of weight and the length of perpendicular. Using the condition of limiting equilibrium, we can say the body will leave contact when the torque due to both are equal, at least equal. So if r sine theta should be equal to weight multiplied by under root of 2hr minus h square. Thus F minimum is equal to, this is your required solution. Now let's see the next illustration. Actually a square frame having weight 100 Newton is given. We are required to find the value of minimum force which is sufficient to just remove this square frame from this given roller. Again, it is a condition of limiting equilibrium where two forces have to be considered. The first is weight and the second is force. Firstly, let's consider the torque due to this force. Let us consider that the side of the square be A. Thus, the diagonal will be A root 2. The length of perpendicular will be A root 2 sine 75 degree. Thus, the torque due to force will be force multiplied by the length of the perpendicular. Again, the torque due to weight will be the product of weight and the length of the perpendicular, which is A by 2. Using condition of limiting equilibrium, we can say that the frame will just leave the roller if at least the torque due to the external force is equal to torque due to weight. Putting the value of the respective torques, the minimum force is given to be, since the value of weight is given to be 100 Newton, so the value of minimum force will be equal to 100 upon 2 root 2 sine 75 degree.